Shalom, shalom, and welcome. This is Yahusha, Living Orders and Commands. It is a message to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Creator. Yahuwah is his name, who have come to accept and embrace and commit to doing the will of the Almighty Father and accept that it is Yahuwah whose word was manifest in the flesh, in the person, in the man, Yahusha Mashyach. My name is Symmanayah, and today is known by many as April 22nd, 2015. And these are the words I am compelled to present by the Spirit of Yahusha Mashyach. This segment of Yahusha's Living Orders and Commands is entitled Discoveries, Assignments from Yahusha Mashyach. Again, Discoveries, Assignments from Yahusha Mashyach. My brothers and sisters, this will be a two-part segment, and so this is part one of that topic. Allow me to state what many of us have come to anticipate, expect, and believe. We believe we serve an Almighty One, the Almighty Father Yahuwah, who is the beginning and the end. We believe his name to be true and is being uncovered with each passing day. We believe it was indeed Yahuwah who manifests his word in the person and the man and the Savior Yahusha. We believe the Almighty Father sent his set-apart spirit in Yahusha's name upon the resurrection of the physical body that he created, dwelt in, and transformed that we know as Yahusha. We believe the scriptures when it states that the Almighty Father sent his set-apart spirit in Yahusha's name to teach us and bring things to our remembrance, things that he has told us and will tell us. We have come to know that each day when we make mistakes, we are indeed washed in the blood of the Lamb, Yahusha. Many of us are growing to understand the importance, the life, and the words that describe that we are renewed day by day by the set-apart spirit of Yahusha. Our spirits, our mind are renewed by Yahusha Mashyach, that he picks us up when we stumble and fall. The children of Yahuwah has and are growing in experiences that will prove the scriptures are indeed alive and working within us, through us, one towards another. We will prove the presence of the living spirit of Yahusha through our life, through our worship, through our obedience. With these words said, there are those among us who are aware that end times have arrived. There are individuals who understand that there must be work that will be accomplished, led by the spirit of Yahusha working in us and through us. Many of us understand that we will be held accountable for everything done in our bodies. There are those among us who fervently seek direction from the Spirit of Yahusha daily. And there are those who will be overtaken with the workings of delusion. There are those who drag their feet, and all in between. And there are those who adamantly take a different path. There are critical things expected of the children of Yahuwah in these last days, during these end times. Two of the most critical and fascinating things that we will come to know and witness will be our final exodus or being strengthened and standing strong as martyrs for Yahusha's name. Pertaining to this final exodus that we believe, that we anticipate, that we expect, who is able to discern that this requires work? This requires positions that will be identified in order for us to work together under one banner of Yahusha, being led by the Spirit of Yahusha. My brothers and sisters, many of us anticipate that we will witness a rise of 144,000 Hebrews, or Arbrim, some may say Abari, as mentioned in scriptures. We believe that there will be 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Yahusha. There are those among us who also believe there will be a great multitude of people from many nations, kindreds, tribes, and tongues, which is written in Revelation, the 7th chapter. Among us are those who are able to hear the Spirit of Yahusha and discern his words. We know there will not be a pre-tribulation rapture, as so erroneously promoted by wickedness. Yes, it's wickedness. Whether people say, well, we really don't know, there's no way of proving it, so it's okay to spread lies. No, the scriptures tell us to focus on Yahusha Mashyach, and he will draw all men to us. The scriptures tell us that they are and can be made alive by the living presence of the Spirit of Yahusha. We don't have a green light to say because we can't prove it, let's have all these positions regarding his return. I submit to you, not everyone is right. And those who are wrong, wrong is wickedness. It's evil, plain and simple. Scriptures foretell of a final exodus. Scriptures also state that we are not appointed to the wrath of the Almighty Father Yahuwah. Many fail to realize that this is speaking on those who are chosen to fulfill the final exodus, and or those who are martyrs. It also speaks of those who are his children. You see, the perception of one who is not his is that you are being overtaken by his wrath. But to any child of the Most High, we are not appointed to his wrath. We will face discipline. It may be a discipline unto a continued physical life until the transformation that we will receive upon the return of Yahusha Mashyach, our Mashiach. Or it may be a discipline unto death. Many fail to understand that. Some will erroneously say, well, I can't be harmed because I'm not appointed to his wrath. But I submit to you, in the discipline, these physical and earthly bodies will face challenges. Some will face harm. But I assure you, the promises of the Most High will be kept concerning his children. My brothers and sisters, there is no doubt that a final exodus is soon to take shape, that there will be martyrs among us, and there will be those who are obedient left behind. But there will also be those led astray who will fall to the workings of delusions. But let's look at those who are obedient. Do you not think that there will be a time where discoveries will be made, that we will witness assignments from Yahusha Mashyach? We will either receive assignments directly from the Spirit of Yahusha Mashyach or through another, possibly a Moreh, a teacher, a leader, a shepherd, whom the Spirit of Yahusha has chosen to deliver such message, such assignments. Again, there will be in the coming days discoveries, assignments from Yahusha Mashyach. Are you ready to submit and yield to such assignments? Are you ready to yield if called to be a leader, a shepherd, a Moreh, a teacher? Are you ready to yield and submit to whatever assignment the Spirit of Yahusha gives you in the shaping of Yasharal, an awakening nation? Who is able to discern the life in Isaiah 11:12? And he shall raise a banner for the nations and gather the outcasts of Yasharal and assemble the dispersed of Yehuda from the four corners of the earth. Awake, O Yasharal, know this. This passage references all who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father being gathered from the four corners of the earth. Have we not forgot? Can we remember the life in Matthew 12:47-50? It says, and one said to him, see, your mother and your brothers are standing outside seeking to speak to you. But he answered and said to one of who spoke to him, who is my mother and who are my brothers? And having stretched out his hand towards his taught one, he said, see, my mother and my brothers, for so whoever does the desire of my Father who is in the heavens is my brother and sister and mother. Who is able to discern that the Mashiach, Yahusha, is stating that anyone who does the will of the Almighty Father is part of true Yasharal? Are you aware that we are made one by Yahusha Mashyach, grafted together by the power and might of the plan of the Most High? Who is able to also discern the life in the following? Romans 9:6 says, however, it is not as though the word of the Almighty One has failed, for they are not all Yasharal who are of Yasharal. You see, there is Yasharal who are Hebrews by race. But keep in mind, among the race among the hidden culture, among the scattered who are Yahusha by blood, flesh and blood, among us are those who seek to do the will of the Father and those who do not. So those who do not are not our brothers, are not our sisters. Seek the life in that passage. That was Romans 9:6. John 17:11 says, and I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to you. Set apart, Father, guard them in your name, which you have given me, so that they might be one as we are. Do you think this prayer is being answered? Pray and watch. Romans 12:4-5 says, for as we have many members in one body, but all members do not have the same function. So we, the many, are one body in Messiah, and members each one of one another. 1 Corinthians 12:12-18 says, for as the body is one and has many members, but all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is the Messiah. For indeed by one Spirit we are all immersed into one body, whether Yehudim or Greeks, whether slaves or free, and we were all made to drink into one Spirit. For indeed the body is not one member, but many. But now the Almighty One has set the members, each one of them, in the body, even as he pleased. My brothers and sisters, listen carefully. Just as we who are Hebrews, Abrim, have been sometimes disregarded by Gentiles, Goyim, and other nations, so too are there Gentiles that are disregarded by Hebrews and Abrim. But let me say this, my brothers and sisters. We are grafted. We who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father are grafted into one body by Yahusha Mashyach. Together, both who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father will be under the banner of Yahusha, led by the Spirit of Yahusha Mashyach. We will witness a rise in his chosen leaders, and his sent messengers will come before us. Proof will come in power and might and strength, and all doubt will be removed among those who will be among the children of obedience. For those who believe true Hebrews, Abrim, cannot be discovered or recognized because of race mixing and our scattering. Beware of embracing this belief, for there are those who will hide, thinking that a true Hebrew, a true sojourner, a true Abrim no longer exists because of what I read in 1 Corinthians 12:13. But if that was the case, how then can Revelation 7th chapter be fulfilled? Among other scriptures. Do not be deceived, my brothers and sisters. Hebrews, real Hebrews, Abrim, will rise, will emerge with power, with evidence in the might of Yahusha Mashyach. And together, Goyims, or Gentiles, or other nations who seek to do the will be grafted together with us as one body under the banner of Yahusha. Proof will soon come. What man may have done regarding mixing race and genetics, they cannot mix the spirit, the true seed of our existence, the spirit of a person. And the Most High, who is the Father of spirits, knows those who are his. And we will witness discoveries, assignments from Yahusha Mashyach regarding the 144,000, the great multitude. And soon and very soon, we will see the two witnesses mentioned in Revelations emerge. Their true identity will come before us, and they will execute right rulings and judgments as directed by the Spirit of Yahusha. Though we read a portion of what their ministry is about, I assure you there's much more to their ministry than what is written. For the Almighty Father, the Almighty Yahuwah, through Yahusha Mashyach, through his set apart spirits and in Yahusha's name, will prove that these will be the two last major shepherds of Yahusha before the physical return of Yahusha Messiah. And they will confirm, acknowledge, and reaffirm discoveries regarding assignments from Yahusha Mashyach. And they will do so with power and might from above. My brothers and sisters, in the midst of discoveries, assignments from Yahusha Mashyach will prove to be true. They will come and we will witness ordinary people chosen by the Almighty Father and led by His set-apart Spirit sent in Yahusha's name to teach and guide us. You see, my brothers and sisters, we construct within our own minds and imagination who is worthy to be used by the Most High. But it is not us who choose whom the Father will send, whom the Father will direct, whom the Father has assigned to perform specific tasks. I will pause right here and invite you to continue listening as we move into part 2 of this segment entitled Discoveries, Assignments from Yahusha Mashyach. Stay tuned, my brothers and sisters, as we move into part 2 of this multi-part segment. Shalom, shalom, shalom.